Let me give you a little bit about myself and the issue with Noahides as far as things are concerned. Um, I have been involved in counter missionary work since the 1990s. So we're talking about 30 years or so. And in the very beginning, as I was dealing with people, I mean, mostly I dealt with, my main thing was, of course, dealing with Jewish people. As you know, that's the area I'm more familiar with. I'm not, I don't go around taking Christians out of Christianity, but if they come to me, of course, I'll talk to them. And in the course of doing that, what happened is I start running into non-Jews who say, okay, I know Christianity is no good, so what am I supposed to do? And there are a lot of things in yeshiva you don't learn because they're not really day-to-day things that you really need to know about. I learned, for example, Tanakh hasn't learned very much. Why? Because our job as a Jew is basically to know how to live day by day. Tanakh is something people learn, but it's not as fundamental as knowing what you do from the morning, when you get from the morning until you go to sleep at night. It's much more, it's much less. But in doing counter missionary work, I became quite an expert in the Tanakh. The same thing is about the Noahide laws, even though it does appear in one of the tractates, about 2 or 3 pages in Tractate Sanhedrin with commentaries and a whole bunch of stuff on that. It's the kind of thing that, you learn and go through. If you're learning Tractate Sanhedrin, you go through it. You won't go into it very much. So it's not the kind of thing, everybody's aware of it. Talks in Sanhedrin that the righteous of the nations are placed in the world to come. But, it's not like a limit. It's not something you learn in yeshiva. And so from that time on, I actually spent a lot of time learning. There weren't the types of books that came out later. Rabbi Weiner has a book, for example. Blumenstiel has something out there. So I went to the original sources, the Talmud, the codes, the commentaries on Talmud, stuff like that. And so over the time, I learned a lot. I interacted with Noahides. Some of the things you pointed out are things that I'd seen then, and some of the comments I made me very unpopular. And but they're what the truth is.